What's up guys, Christiana here for Card Player TV, back for another edition of Strategy. Today we're going to talk about the concept of leading weak. We caught up with Eric Liu, who explained exactly what it is and how to combat it.
I mean, it used to be that whenever people led, they were leading to see where they were.
Right.
So like, let's say the flop came like Jack 6-5, and they would lead with like something like pocket eights, you know, just take it down right there. And if you recognize that someone is always leading with a very marginal made hand, then you can usually put pressure on them a lot of the time and get them off on the turn or river. And yeah, if that's the case, then yes, I always raise those. But you know, against a smart player, they're gonna adjust. If they see you raising donk leads a lot, they're gonna adjust their donk leading range to be a lot more stronger. So you definitely have to be aware of that too.
We also talked to Brian Rast, and he tells us why players lead weak.
Well, it's like the type of thing, I guess, when they start leading you and you get the feeling that they're doing it light sometimes to like maybe take away your ability to continuation bet and take down pots. You have to start either like floating them by just calling or like raising them and mixing it in. It's like basically kind of a way to take away, like they're basically continuation betting when they're not the raiser. Some people like doing that. I've definitely played with people who do that, and you have to float them maybe or do other things and play pots with less than premium holdings in order to stop them from just taking down all the pots where no one has anything.
Rast also mentions things to take in consideration when proceeding in a hand against a player who is leading weak.
Yeah, and a lot of it depends on like what the flop is too. You know, I mean, some people like doing that with draws, and if there's like a flush draw on the board, their hand is like maybe a lot more likely to be a flush draw than if they checked because they didn't want to check raise with their hand or check call, so they lead. So I don't know, it depends on the player, and it's really nice when somebody's like leading that you get to show down every once in a while to get to see what they're doing it with.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Strategy on Leading Weak. I'm Christiana for Card Player TV.